Holders of XRP, we need to speak. We have received a really amazing update that demonstrates the appropriate use case of cryptocurrencies on a worldwide scale. Therefore, I must speak with all of you. We're talking about nations that are currently utilizing cryptocurrencies for a very specific decentralized purpose that will enable billions, if not trillions of dollars to move through XRP and other cryptocurrencies that are made especially to be decentralized and to address real-world issues that currently plague the banking industry. And we will discuss that shortly. The United States of America, China, Russia, and a few other nations are also involved. Prior to anything else, though, I would like to discuss the market's remarkable recovery today. The S&P 500 and the rest of the cryptocurrency market are both currently in deep green. It's likely that you've noticed that your XRP bags have increased significantly today. Therefore, the issue is, what is the reason behind this huge rally? The markets are showing signs of recovery even in the absence of fresh tariff reports. Additionally, there are many other fantastic indicators that we are currently witnessing, such as declining inflation and the price of consumers' products and services either remaining reasonably stable or declining. Since everyone wants the money to return, the fact that inflation figures are looking so well is a welcome development that investors have been anticipating for a while. Naturally, this indicates even greater price appreciation if you're in the investment markets. As a result, the price of Bitcoin has already risen past $85,000. As a result, the price of XRP has returned to above $2.30. And I do believe that there is a good chance that we will be moving up a significant amount in the near future, and I'll be discussing the reasons behind that. Let's take a look at some of these candles first, shall we? There is a lot of green here on the 15-minute for XR, or more specifically for Bitcoin. XRP is no different. In other words, the volume of the entire cryptocurrency market has increased dramatically, observing some of the biggest one-day increases in the cryptocurrency and stock markets since November. Well, we haven't seen this in a short while. The last time we've seen significant price action like this and huge single-day gains without a significant subsequent decline was most likely a few weeks ago. Needless to say, this is very pleasant news. I understand that many of you are undoubtedly asking yourself, well, why is this happening? The markets are booming and there is no news. Where's the good news, you know? There is, in fact, some positive news at the moment. Although it doesn't directly affect North America or Europe, it most certainly has an impact on the cryptocurrency markets, which is something that most of you are probably unaware of. For example, Crypto.com is a US-based business that is obtaining regulatory approvals to provide crypto futures and perpetuals to authorized investors and institutions in Dubai. That's excellent. In other words, Dubai's economy is flourishing and expanding at an incredible rate, particularly in recent years. However, in recent years, we have witnessed numerous different cryptocurrencies receive regulatory permits in Dubai. Furthermore, there was no significant price movement as a result. Indeed, there were some regulatory permits and permissions in Dubai on one of those days. Other reasons caused the markets to decline. Therefore, it's not one of those golden goose scenarios where the markets will go haywire after we get license approvals in Dubai. No, there are other events taking place. I want to talk about this now. Furthermore, this is quite likely the most bizarre news that we have seen in a long time. In order to get over sanctions, Russia is now trading oil with China and India using stablecoins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies. This is crucial because we now live in a world with technologies and financial instruments that are impossible for a centralized organization to control. Furthermore, some of the world's biggest nations, primarily China, India, and Russia, are now utilizing this technology to make sure that these same centralized institutions can no longer rule them. Having the technology is one thing, but it is useless if no one is using it. And now we see that people are using it for the decentralization that it was designed for, and I completely concur with this. Now, there might be some problems with this in the US. They might be offended by this. As a result, they might attempt to impose slightly stricter regulations on cryptocurrencies, particularly on bankers, who do have a significant stake in the US dollar. They most likely attempt to address this because they wish to keep their influence and authority, but the truth is that they are powerless to do anything about it. Similar to individuals who built steam-powered machines a century ago, they are unlikely to survive for very long unless they change with the times and begin providing services that benefit everyone, not just themselves. You see, you are all able to observe firsthand why this technology is so crucial, since it is undergoing a complete technological revolution. Decentralized bankers can no longer simply debank you and say, all right, well, good luck, screw you, if they don't want you to transact and do all of this. Because the person who has been in charge and abusing their position for the past 100 years is completely appalled by the fact that you now have other options. Even though it has likely been going on for a little while longer, it has been particularly noticeable throughout the past century. In the event that you have visited North America, Europe, Russia, China, or any other sizable nation, this raises the question of what the future holds if more and more nations begin to disregard the United States of America and instead use their own technology, such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, or other cryptocurrencies, to basically get around that. Personally, I believe that we have a bright future ahead of us. I believe that we will have a lot more freedom to make our own decisions in the future. Indeed, there will be a great deal more accountability if you are making your own decisions. However, I don't believe that to be a negative thing either. If the bank is hacked and someone takes money out of your account, you can't blame them anymore, can you? Even if you are solely to blame, I still believe that this is a positive development, since it gives you the authority to utilize your money for the same purposes that the bank once provided. Given the current state of fractional reserve banking, which I believe is something you all should be aware of, they are effectively using your money to offer mortgages to other people, then keeping all of the interest rates they receive on those mortgages, making billions and billions of dollars in the process. It's not fair at all. We can all probably agree that's not cool. However, we now have the possibility to combine all of our funds into a smart contract and provide mortgages to others using decentralized technology like Bitcoins. The interest rates are then earned by all of us rather than being given to a single avaricious lender. I think that makes much more sense. When the banks recognize this, they say, oh, hold on, we need to take immediate action. They are now beginning to provide Bitcoin custody services in the hopes that it would generate more revenue there on the funds they will otherwise forfeit. Not to mention the tokenization of real-world assets and all the additional capabilities that cryptocurrencies offer that fiat money simply cannot match. Thus, the future appears to be quite promising, and this is a practical illustration of how technology will be applied to fundamentally alter the course of history. However, there are other special developments involving XRP that, in my opinion, should also not be overlooked.